Now closer to home, communities across our area are having conversations about whether or not to arm teachers after Governor DeWine signed House Bill 99 this week. The bill allows school districts to decide whether or not to arm their staff members and requires up to 24 hours of initial training, up to 8 hours of annual requalification training, and a background check for those who are ultimately armed. I checked in with districts in Northeast Ohio to learn whether or not we can expect guns in their schools.
Thank you. Thank you, colleagues. Thank you for that.
The Cleveland Metropolitan School District's board unanimously voted not to allow school staff to carry guns in schools, one day after the signing of House Bill 99. The district's resolution read aloud at Tuesday's board meeting.
That teachers and other educators in our schools who educate, mentor, and nurture their students should not be asked to arm themselves with deadly weapons in a misguided attempt to make their students safer.
The resolution, a relief to the president of the Cleveland Teachers Union.
To introduce firearms into a setting where there are, hundreds of children each day is just not a wise course of action.
Other districts have also had conversations around the topic. In Mentor Tuesday night, the board discussed the process of drafting a policy surrounding guns in schools.
And it is my opinion that we create policy that protects our schools by limiting guns to trained law enforcement professionals.
In Chardon, the superintendent sent a letter to families on June 8th, writing in part, quote, "The topic of arming school personnel in the Chardon schools under the provisions of this pending legislation is not under consideration by our Board of Education at this time." And in Akron, policies prohibit staff, students, and visitors from carrying guns in schools, the district writing in a statement to 3 News, in part, quote, "Akron Public Schools believes allowing staff members to carry guns would only serve to make us more vulnerable."
Now, I also reached out to Parma schools on the subject, and they told me this, quote, "We have not made a decision on HB 99, and we'll have a thoughtful discussion with our leadership on what is best for our students at a later date."